Am I the a-hole for blaming my wife for our homelessness and yelling what the F did you think was going to happen? My wife and I are really struggling financially and moved in with my mom to help us get back on our feet. I know it hasn't been easy on her, but I just can't believe what she did. So my stepsister is getting married and wouldn't invite my mom as her and her siblings hate her. My stepfather refused to attend without my mom, and it was a whole big thing. I think his kids thought he was going to cave because he was always a pushover with them, but he meant it and didn't go to the wedding. I'm sure it hurt him, but he comes from a pretty toxic patriarchy culture and he isn't going to openly show his emotions. My wife was upset on the day of the wedding as she believes kids should always come before your spouse and that his behavior is disgusting. I don't disagree, but it also isn't our business. My wife took some pictures of him the day of the wedding to show my stepsister that he wasn't sad enough. He was just hanging with my mom, and in one of the pictures he is laughing, but I find this extremely uncomfortable for a few reasons. It is creepy and invasive to spy on people and take their pictures. They aren't even properly dressed in some of them. Like in one, I can very clearly see his PP as he is just wearing his boxes, and no, he doesn't walk around the house like that. In another, my mom appears to be wearing his shirt with nothing under it, so it is just weird. Also, we are guests in their home. Well, his daughter sent him the pictures and said she was glad he had his to comfort him. He realized what my wife had done and blew up. He called us ungrateful leeches, called her a bitch, and he threw our clothes all over his lawn. I'm furious. Living with them was such a great opportunity to rebuild financially and she just ruined it. I lost it and shouted last night that it is all her fault and what the F did she think was going to happen. She is furious and says I had no right to speak to her like that regardless of what she did. So am I the a-hole here? Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
Your wife spied on people helping her, took inappropriate photos, shared them to talk behind their backs, and told you that you can't tell her off for her bad behavior, and you're married to her. Why?
Your wife is an a-hole. Your wife spied on your parents, waited until she could catch them in an unflattering moment, took their pics without consent, and then sent the pics to someone to feed their rage.
OP replied.
The pictures aren't even that unflattering, they are just creepy. Neither of them walk around the house like that, so I can't even figure out where they were taken. She claims the sauna and their bedroom, so that means she was literally spying.
Anyone who says you can't talk to me like that after they did something egregiously wrong is not worth your time.
I'm just gobsmacked at how petty, malicious, arrogant, and nosy his wife is. Who does stuff like that, especially with an unlubricated cactus of consequences hanging over your head on a daily basis? Creeping around someone in their home, the place they should feel safe, the place they are letting you live for free to get back on your feet, taking pictures of them to involve yourself in a battle that is not yours and no one invited you to. That's beyond messed up.